Has this photo of Princess Kate been doctored? Some of the world's largest photo agencies have made the extraordinary move to issue a kill notice on the first image of the Princess of Wales after her surgery, over concerns it has been manipulated. I'm Milan Scepanovic, picture editor at The Australian. And this is how I can tell the photo has been manipulated. To begin with, if you were just to look at the picture, the UK is just coming out of a cold winter and the grass seems very green and the leaves are still hanging from the trees in the background, which does seem a bit odd for this time of the year. Now, let's look at some of the details of the photo. For starters, everyone is on the same focal plane, and yet I can see a number of different varying points of focus in the shot. If you were to look at Princess Kate's left hand, it's very sharp, whereas when you pan across to her right hand, it's very soft. I doubt that is because of movement, which can sometimes explain that sort of softness in an image. Whilst we're on that side of the photo, his hand is posed in a very strange way. I mean, I know he's a real character, but to be crossing over your third and fourth fingers like that just seems very unusual. Looking at other points, Princess Charlotte's cardigan, you can see that parts of her skirt have been cloned over the top of her sleeve on her wrist. It just doesn't look right. And you can see that hard editing line there. And then still on the issue of her skirt, you can see here that the skirt seems to be on top of the cardigan on the right side of her waist. And, it's extending out beyond the side of her waist. So that seems like a big giveaway there. Another issue that you can examine here is that the eyes of the subjects, they can reveal quite a lot about the environment in which they were photographed. You can see these large reflections, they're specular highlights. They basically reflect the lighting source, and here you can imagine that the sun is being diffused through clouds and it creates this large reflection of the light source, whereas when you come across to Princess Kate, there's a very small specular highlight there, and that usually indicates a much smaller light source, like an electronic flash. So again, that just seems very out of place for me. That is some fairly clear signs to me that this picture has indeed been manipulated, doctored, edited, because there's just real obvious signs of error that have been left behind.